we add typically 1 handful per gallon size. So if it's a 15-gallon potted plant, then we'd mix in 15 handfuls of the fertilized. This fertilizer is not as toxic to plants as a chemical fertilizer would be. A chemical fertilizer will actually burn the plant very easy if you add too much of it. This dried bone meal and blood and these organic materials will not burn the plant as a chemical fertilizer would. It's also a lot healthier for your hands and to be around. The chemical-based fertilizers are actually, some of them are actually radioactive. So that's kind of scary to think about putting your hands in radioactive fertilizer. This, however, is just ground up animal parts, and so it's not going to hurt you or the plant. And it's good for the environment. So we mix in at the mid layer of the planting. We don't put the fertilizer in the bottom of the hole because the roots that seek the fertilizer are not going to be coming out of the bottom of the plant. They'll be coming out the sides. So we dig our hole twice as wide as the pot or the root ball, and then the same depth that it needs to where the stem of the plant is meeting just about an inch above the surface of the ground level wherever it's being planted. When you're on a hill, you draw a line between the top side of the hole, the bottom side of the hole, and make sure that line comes across about an inch below the top of the plant. And so you want to fertilize around the outside of the plant, not in the bottom or not on top when you're done, but at the point where you've pulled the soil around the ball to stabilize it. At that point, you'll unfold the bag and take it back. Now the bag is organic also, so you can leave remnants of it in the hole. After we get that mixed up, soften it up, always groom it by hand. And we're going to add the rest of the soil. Using this mixed and amended soil mixed with the clay all the way to the top allows water to permeate into the mixture and down around the plant. So all the soil that we've added around the planting is permeable to the water, meaning that it will water the plant, but it will also leave the plant whole, so it won't build up and drown the plant. The water needs to pass through and actually drain away and leave the plant after a rain event. The number one cause of plants dying is drowning. When the holes are dug narrow and deep and they cup the water, and the water builds up in the hole, and it will actually suffocate the roots because they can't get the oxygen. And it's a living creature, they need to pull oxygen in. We build our rain ring around the bottom so that all the water coming down the hill will be caught in that rain ring and diverted down on top of the plant. And then we'll do a little dusting on top just for good measure. This will get washed down in around the plant. But again, this is not the primary fertilizer, the most important place to fertilize. The most important place is down around the roots. That should do it.